Hey, Dustin Tibbetts here, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. Got an easy one for you here today. Well, let me say it this way. I want to simplify your thoughts. I get so many calls. I get to do a lot of the calls here, and I really love doing that. But I get a lot of you that are really stressed out because what I've done, and maybe it's partially my fault, is I've said, I'll help you with anything. If you're a customer, if you transfer your IRA to us, roll over a 401k, and we're investing for you, that's one piece to the puzzle. Anything that comes up, I will help you with. I will strategize with you. I will call every connection I have to try to figure out what's going on. And unfortunately, I think that stresses people out a little bit because they go, oh my God, I've always wanted to ask somebody this. I've always wanted to know what I should do with that. And I'm not really an opinion guy. I'll work through the numbers with you. So I've had to come up with a way to get people to just relax. Let's do one thing at a time. But where do we start? So let me help you out with this here today. Okay, what I tell customers is you've got a lot that we want to cover. Let's start with the thing that's furthest in time, right? What's the thing that you're going to do with your life that's so far away that we have plenty of time to strategize, adjust, mess a few things up, fix a few things, have life mistakes and things like that? That's going to be retirement, right? That's where we start, okay? Because realistically, it may be the least amount of money that you have to put away, okay? So we'll start with retirement. We'll say, all right, what age do you want to retire? Give me some examples. How much money do you need? How much money are you expecting from other areas? Does your family live a long time? You have like 95-year-old grandparents, right? We got to talk about death in there. At least we have to come up with a few ideas. We put a few things together and we go, okay, here's where we're going to start, retirement. Every customer that joins us, I start investing for them. I say, welcome, thank you, all that good stuff for joining us. Let's start working on this because this is the furthest down the road. We can then say, all right, how much of this money should go into 401ks, traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs? What specifically helps you get the greatest tax advantage there? So this is the first step here. It makes you you push aside all the other stuff for the moment and you say, okay, I can breathe now. Retirement's out of the way. We'll come back. We'll visit again in a little bit. Now what I want you to do is come forward here and say, okay, college for kids, is that something you're interested in? By the way, as I'm doing this, I'm not saying you allocate dollars in this fashion. Somebody's going to get me for this. Okay. I'm saying you plan the dollars in this fashion. Naturally, debts, high interest debts and things would take priority. We're just planning in this fashion so that we get everything covered. Please, let's make sure we got that. I just had that flash in my head of a million comments, people going, all right, you got to pay off debt first. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we've got longer term things here. College, longer term debts you may have in there. Maybe you want to pay off your home, buy a second home, downsize your home, whatever it may be. This is where we're in there. It's a bigger chunk. There's a little bit more to cover. But now we've got retirement out of the way. So any dollars that we figure out will go here, we already know that we're subtracting the retirement, right? So if we find out you're coming up short here, we're certainly not going to go and ruin our retirement so we can put our kids through college, right? You ain't doing that, right? Don't you dare do that. Let your kids fend for themselves. Help them out. Help them get where they need to go. But do it with education, lessons. Don't give them money if you can't afford to retire first, okay? So we've got that there. Next thing we're going to do is work back to the emergency savings sort of thing, right? We're just going to look and see how you're doing with that. Do we have any kind of a plan to build that up? Are you already good there? What's going on there? That's where we want to look next. And then, of course, we're going to work our way back to those debts that are ridiculous, right? We're talking about student loans, credit cards. We're looking in this bucket here. Now, what did we do? We did not say, come join Jazz Wealth, give us all your money for retirement, and then who cares what happens to the rest? No. We said, don't do anything here yet. Let's just figure out what the numbers are, right? You rolled over a 401k or something. Okay, we'll get to work, but don't put any more money away yet. Let's figure out what to do. Now let's go back. Do you want help with this? If you don't, that's cool. Now let's go to emergency savings. We just kind of went through an emergency in the stock market overall, in the economy, I should say. How'd you do? Did you use your emergency savings? Do we need to build it back up? Then let's go to debts. What's the best way to pay those debts off? Well, tell me what you got. Let's use Nest Egg. Let's try to figure out how we're going to approach this. It may be the old Dave Ramsey snowball method. You may have a better way. The numbers don't lie, right? So we're not going to use a general approach if for some reason your debts are different. You could have widely ranging interest rates. You could have great credit, bad credit. You might have opportunities for refinancing, transfers, all kinds of great stuff there. But that's what I'm saying here today is plan in little increments, but plan for the furthest thing in the future, retirement, then work your way down, then work your way down, work your way down. Right? Now we're calm. Now we've got somewhere to focus. This is kind of like a motivational video today because there are so many things that our dollars touch. It's very easy to go, I'd do it tomorrow. Hell, I got things to do. I got a job to go to. I'm spent. I come home. I just want to watch a little TV. I don't even know what's on TV these days, but I just want to do a little bit of that. It's so easy for us to let the stress cause procrastination. Now we don't have to. Take one thing at a time. If you're working with a financial advisor, a financial planner, you have an uncle that's good at this, a parent, talk to them, open up, tell them the money that you have. What experiences can they help with? A lot of times the best experiences that I have to share with our younger customers are the mistakes that I made. Even recently, mistakes that I've made. If it stops somebody and helps them with their dough, awesome, right? Why not? Pay it forward, pay it on. So there you go. That's all I got for you today. I hope that helps. Break your stuff down, write it all down. If you're a customer of ours at Jazz Wealth, we've already been through retirement. I force everybody to go through that. If you don't do it, shame on you. I guess I don't really force you, but I push you. And if you don't do it, there's not much I can do about that. Then we move on, organize, and go from there. Hey, have a great rest of your day. I thank you so much for watching. If you would hit the subscribe button, we like that. Show support. Enjoy the rest of your day.